Well, good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. The battle in Congress over the border wall is still ongoing, as you know, now into its third week. Large swaths of government remain shut down. Trash remains on the ground. The president says, though, he will not give in until he gets funding for a border wall. The president plans to address the country tomorrow night. Then he's going to travel to the Mexican border later this week to make his case. On the Democratic side, meanwhile, the battle lines remain exactly in place as they were last week. They can't allow a wall to be built under any circumstances. They've said so many times, mainly because of the risk it might actually secure the border. They can't say that out loud, needless to say, so they have other storylines. You know how those go. They argue that because walls have worked well for thousands of years, somehow they won't work now.
If we're talking about border security, the overwhelming number of undocumented people in the United States overstayed visas. They did not cross the border. The solution to that is not a concrete wall. This wall is no deterrent.
By proposing a 5th century solution in terms of this medieval border wall for a 21st century problem.
We don't think the wall is a good technology to do the objective.
Possible that's a coordinated talking point, just guessing. In case it doesn't work, here's another talking point. Walls are just immoral, whether they work or not.
The inference that you draw from a wall is that's the only way to do that. That actually is an immorality. It builds walls in people's minds about who should come here and the rest. It's a very sad thing.
I hate the wall. I think it's immoral. I think it's wasteful.
Are we a country that puts a wall between ourselves and an allied nation? A wall is an immoral symbol for our country.
Okay. Just in case you're keeping track on your morality chart at home, walls are moral, more than moral, in fact laudable when they're built in Jordan or Israel or Tunisia with American backing. When they're built here to protect our own population, they are immoral. Okay, that's argument number 2. Here's argument number 3, popular with cable news creations like Rick Wilson. Anybody who supports the wall is inbred.
The idea of a physical wall, Donald Trump loves selling this to his base. And again, these are people who are not sophisticated. They are not bright. They do not understand the complexities and realities
here we go again now with, here we go with condescending to us in the Trump base. We're just a bunch of dumb.
If the shoe fits, you're going to wear it, pal.
Yeah, it's complexity. It's kind of people who aren't Rick Wilson just wouldn't understand. They're not intellectuals like Rick Wilson. That's what he's telling you on CNN. Those are the arguments.